Fear is a powerful emotion. It can keep us safe, warning us of danger, reminding us to look before we leap. But sometimes, fear does something else. It becomes a barrier, a wall between us and the life we dream of living. This is the story of how one person learned not to let fear decide their future. Imagine a young woman named Maya. For as long as she could remember, Maya loved to draw. Her notebooks were filled with doodles and sketches, her pencils worn down to their ends. She dreamed of being an artist, of sharing her vision with the world. But as she grew older, fear crept in. What if she wasn't good enough? What if people laughed at her work? What if she failed? Maya's parents encouraged her to choose a safer path. They told her stories of people who struggled, who chased their passions only to find disappointment. They suggested she become a lawyer or an engineer, something with stability, with a clear path, and a steady paycheck. And so, Maya tucked away her sketchbooks and enrolled in law school. She told herself it was the sensible choice. But every night, as she sat at her desk, poring over case studies and legal briefs, Maya felt an ache deep in her chest. Her dreams whispered to her, reminding her of the joy she felt when she created art. Yet each time she thought about leaving law school, fear would flood her mind. What if she let everyone down? What if she wasted years of hard work? What if she never found another chance? One day, Maya's professor assigned the class a project to deliver a presentation on a case of their choosing. Most students prepared slides and rehearsed speeches, but Maya, restless and yearning for something more, decided to illustrate the case, a series of drawings that brought the story to life. When she stood in front of the class, her voice trembled, but her hands held her art steady. As she spoke, she watched her classmates' faces transform. Their eyes widened in surprise, then curiosity, then understanding. The drawings made the story clearer, more real. When she finished, the room was silent for a moment, then erupted in applause. After class, her professor pulled her aside. "I've never seen a case presented like that before," he said. "You have a gift. Why aren't you using it?" That night, Maya realized something important. Fear would always be there, whispering doubts, warning her of risks. But fear didn't have to decide her future. She could feel the fear and choose anyway. She could try, and maybe she'd fail, but maybe she'd succeed. The next day, Maya dusted off her old sketchbooks. She began to draw again, posting her work online, sharing her passion with friends and strangers alike. The first time she sent her art to a gallery, her hands shook. When she received her first rejection, she almost gave up. But each time she remembered, fear would not choose her path. Slowly, things began to change. People responded to her art. Opportunities appeared, small at first, then larger. Maya found herself waking up excited, eager to create. Her life was no longer ruled by what she was afraid of, but by what she hoped for. The truth is, everyone feels fear. It's a natural part of stepping into the unknown, but your dreams are worth more than your doubts. Don't let fear decide your future. Let your hopes, your passions, your true self guide you forward. The world is waiting for what only you can give.